Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. We have begun our last week of classes. What? I do not know where the time goes. I hope you had a chance to enjoy the full moon and eclipse last night. Um, yeah, I'm I am teaching on a short amount of sleep because we uh, headed southeast into Oregon to try and find some good night skies and ended up on a lovely adventure and did not see nearly as much of the eclipse as we had hoped to, but we got to see the important parts. We got to see the shift into full totality. And we got to see that shift into that deep red that she gets. And it's the last time that we have a lunar eclipse, a full lunar eclipse in the US for a good few years. So that felt important. Mm. So check in with your body and ask yourself, ask your body, how do I want to start off today? How do I want to start off today? Sitting, standing, lying down with a spinal roll or a shake. Ooh. Mm. My body is like, yes, please, that's spine roll. Listening to what it is that your body wants to do before we get into joint rolls. Because your body is right. Mm. All right. And once you have said yes to how your body wants to begin class today, getting wiggles out, getting some stretches in, whatever that is for you today. Ooh, we haven't started with the shower of tapping and massage and wiping, drying off. The shower metaphor comes from the little teeny tiny drops and the little taps all over the body is like the water coming down from the shower. there. The pressure is like soaping and lathering up. Getting in there real good. All parts of your body. Making sure that you get the bottoms of your feet if you can. You have feet. And then the wipe is like drying. Ooh, 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 ah, mm, and shift to waking up the soles of the feet. Just like drying off after a shower, I ended up with a random hair on me. Switching sides. I I have no idea what started blooming or decaying in the or sporing in the last 3 days, but since our last class, shifting up to the knees, I am allergic to something. So you are like to hear me sneeze and sniffle a lot more than a lot more than normal. Being gentle with the knees to the hips and really enjoying the exploration of your hips, whether you're sitting down or lying down. And if you're standing up, you'll remember what I said last class about where that hip, where the top of the femur actually comes into the pelvis is sometimes lower than we think it is. So really like take a moment to like find that hinge on your body so that you can really make sure that you're moving from there, which is a little different than our friends who are seated or lying down because that hinge comes very much from awareness of the sits bones and awareness and how and the sensation of rolling over the sacral iliac joint and such. So different places to the waist. Oh, making sure that ooh, you're allowing sound to fall out of you to the shoulders, making sure also that you're keeping an open channel of energy up from the legs through straightened but relaxed knees. If you need to give yourself a little plie, straighten, tighten on the muscles and relax to really feel what it's like to have a nice loose kneecap there. strong alignment for those of us standing. If you're sitting and lying down, you don't have to worry about that part at all, but you do want to stay aware of what your lower body is doing, because how your feet contact the floor, if your feet contact the floor, does make a difference in the movement. And to the neck, I'm still going to be really gentle here, because even though my neck does not hurt at all in the way that she did a few days ago, I still have the memory of that tenderness. And that can be true for a lot of us as we are healing up from an injury that even once we're fully healed, our body remembers what it was like to do those movements that hurt or even potentially caused the injury to begin with. And understandably, our body doesn't want to do that. Or at least my body doesn't. And so a coaxing is the word that comes to mind, but it's not really it. It's very much like the strength card in the major arcana, where you're just gently getting closer and closer to that hurt wild animal, and then backing up when it's too much, and slowly building that trust back up again to be able to have that full, safe range of motion. And to the head, if you have not done that already. And at any point, especially with the head, you're welcome to put your hands on your neck to really make sure that the neck is staying still while the head alone moves. Mm. Yeah. Let that go. And take a few moments to do any last things that your body wants or needs to do. Hopefully, muting was successful and y'all did not hear me blow my nose. And decide where in the room your body wants to pour, breathe air. Maybe that's what I'm allergic to. I lay down and realize that I am very close to the heater. I wonder if there is something coming through the filtration systems. Once you are in your new position, or whatever position it is, you want to pour, breathe air, feel into it. Maybe it inspires your body to do some movements. Mine is really loving figure four, legs right now. And as you are listening to your body, bring your awareness to your breath. Bring your awareness to your skin. Noticing the pores that are exposed to the air. The pores that you're lying on or sitting on or standing on. And opening each mouth of each pore wide. Drink in the air. Drink in the wind. Drink in yellow. The air is light blue. Drink in from every pore, upper body, lower body, side body, hidden body, exposed body. Drink in all the attributes of air. Intelligence, writing, singing, thoughtfulness, vision, imagination, floating, wonderment, adbhuta, flying, there, with that body full of air, full of breath and wind. Find your way to either refer to your Knight of Swords or just take a shape, the first shape for your night. And breathe into that shape. Maybe that shape has a movement or a gesture. Maybe you notice that your shape is too relaxed and it wants to be more energized. Maybe you notice that your shape has a lot of tension and tone and energy running through it, and it wants to have a little less. And take your second shape. And breathe into this shape and feel if it has a shape or a gesture to it. Notice what your eyes are doing, what your gaze is doing. And go from shape 1 to shape 2. And dance with these 2 shapes. Maybe there is sound that comes out. Maybe there is a song that comes out. Into your third shape. Breathing into it. Noticing how it breathes. And adding this third shape in. And maybe these shapes are all coming from a place of character, coming from shapes that tell you more about this night. And maybe they're abstract. And play with how you get into and move from one shape to another. Notice if a story comes up or sensation. And let that go. Notice what's different. Notice what's the same. Notice notice if air and the Knight of Swords has residual energy in your body even after letting it go. Take a little time to write, journal, grab a drink of water. Hmm. Mm. Mm. And if your body would rather move or stretch than write, that's okay. If it would rather lie down in a shavasana and integrate that way, that's beautiful. And asking your body how you would like to pour, breathe fire today. What position your body would like to be in. Where in your space your body would like to be. And once you have, well, no, I was about to say once you have found the position, because that presumes breathing in stillness, you do not, in fact, need to pour breathe in stillness. I would challenge that you can do all sorts of meditations, save for some very culturally specific ones that do call for stillness, which this is not any one of those. I would challenge that you can move in pretty much any meditation, as long as it is not disrespectful to the form. And for this one, you absolutely may move. Bringing your awareness. Excuse me. Had to let that wind out. Finding your way back to your breath. Back to your skin. Noticing what's different from when you prepared to pour, breathe air. What's different? Doing a scan of all your little pores. Inside your ears. Covering the entirety of your back body. Inside your creases and folds. Ones that have your weight, ones that don't. And open these pores to receive the fire, to breathe in the hot magma core of the earth. To breathe in the flames and heat from the sun. Breathing in heat, energy, power, combustion, will, spirit, spine, mission, work, the energy, the calories consumed, the energy consumed. Breathing it in, replenishing. Every pore in your body. And filled with that heat, filled with that energy. You may look at your Knight of Wands, or simply take your first shape. And breathe into that shape. Maybe it has a sound or a gesture. And once you feel good about your first shape of the Knight of Wands or the Lord of Wands, take your second shape. And breathe into this second shape. And maybe it has a sound or a gesture, movement that goes with it. And go back to your first shape, to your second, and play, going back and forth between your first shape and your second shape. Better out than it. And when you're ready, take a third shape. Noticing what you notice in this third shape. Whether it has a movement or a gesture, and adding that in to the dance. Going from shape 3 to shape 1, 2, 3. Playing with the tempo. If you've been moving very fast, how can you go between them very slowly? You haven't reversed your flow. Do so. All right. Noticing if your shapes feel very light or heavy, weighted. Noticing where your gaze is. And let that go. Notice what's different. Notice what's the same. Notice how your body feels. And if your body wants to do or move in any particular way, once you have let that go, grabbing a drink of water, a few moments to write. Oh, I forgot to share our Shakespeare quotes. For the Lord of Scepters, from Henry IV, Part 2. Ring bells aloud, burn bonfires clear and bright, to entertain great England's lawful king. Ah, Sancta Majestas, who would not buy thee, dear? Let them obey that know not how to rule. This hand was made to handle naught but gold. I cannot give due action to my words, except a sword or sceptre balance it. A sceptre shall it have I a soul. One more time. Ring bells aloud, burn bonfires clear and bright, to entertain great England's lawful king. Ah, Sancta Majestas, who would not buy thee dear? Let them obey that know not how to rule. This hand was made to handle naught but gold. I cannot give due action to my words, except a sword or sceptre balance it. A sceptre shall I have I a soul? And as we prepare to transition back to seal a shape for the Knight of Swords, the Lord of Quills, I will read you the Shakespeare quote from Love's Labour's Lost. A refined traveller of Spain, a man in all the world's new fashion planted, that hath a mint of phrases in his brain, one whom the music of his own vain tongue doth ravage the enchanting harmony, a man of compliments, whom right and wrong have chose as umpire of their mutiny. One more time. A refined traveller of Spain, a man in all the world's new fashion planted, that hath a mint of phrases in his brain, one whom the music of his own vain tongue doth ravage like enchanting harmony, a man of compliments, whom right and wrong have chose as umpire to their mutiny. No right, no wrong. And coming back into your body for the shape that your body wants to seal as the Knight of Swords. Maybe your body, like mine, is like, there are two that I want to do. Well, you get to figure out either how they can live together somehow, or make a choice for today, and maybe it changes tomorrow. Breathe into that shape. With 3 intentional breaths. And let that go. And drop in The Knight of Wands, of Scepters, Rods, and take a shape, the shape that your body wants to seal the night into today, and give it 3 intentional. Getting ready to do our full movement series from Ace to Knight. Remembering whether you're allowing your eyes to help trigger the memories by looking as I flip the cards, or working with body sensations primarily. Ace of Swords. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page, Knight. Page, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Night. 2, night. 3, night. 4, night. 5, night. 6, night. 7, night. 8, night. 9, night. 10, night. Page, and let that go. Notice what's different. Notice what's the same. Notice connections that you found between the knight and the other cards. Maybe you want to write about it. Maybe you just want to remember the sensations in your body. Yeah. Getting ready to do the same thing with fire. 1. No one has told me if they're using a deck that has different elemental correspondences or different names than what I have been sharing. I'm using Western correlations because that's my learned tradition. And coming in to your first shape for wands and rods, Ace of Wands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page, Knight, page, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Night, 2, night, 3, night, 4, night, 5, night, 6, night, 7, night, 8, night, 9, night, 10, night, page, night. And let that go. Notice what's different. Notice what's the same. Notice the relationships that the knight had with those different cards. Similarities and differences between the movement of air and the movement of fire. Well, next class is our penultimate one. I hope you all have a beautiful day.